Hey guys, today I'll be making a how to shade hair tutorial as a part of the 1000 sub special. Thank you guys so much. I'd also like to apologize for taking so long to upload this. Anyways, thank you guys for being patient and let's get right into it. First, take a screenshot of your character in a blue or green screen. Rotate your character to 270 and the scale as 3.0. Import into 𝙷𝙾𝚆 paint and color out the border. Next, add a layer, select the hair color, and use the bucket tool to thin out the lines. Here's the brush QR code I use for this part. Add a layer set to multiply and connect the hair to the center. Turn on force fade. Then add details to other parts of the hair. Do this to the top of the hair. I don't know how to explain. Done with the top part. Add a new layer. Set it to multiply. Add shading in the tips of the hair and in top. Clip all the layers to the first layer. Add more in the area where the roots are. Do what I do. Smudge the top areas. Then lower opacity. Add a new layer, drag it below the rest, and set it to add. Get a lighter color than the hair. Use airbrush trapezoid 20%. Brighten the top left corner of the hair. Select the skin and make it a vibrant-ish pink. Then airbrush around the face. Lower opacity to 85%. Here's the brush I'm using. Add a layer, set it to multiply and go over the spots you already shaded. Lower opacity. Add a layer, set it to add. We'll save that layer for later, but for now, if you aren't happy with how the highlights look, you can go back and fix it. Clip the layer. Select the 𝙷𝙾𝚆 brush and follow what I do. Basically, you're putting highlights more on the top of the hair, where all the light is. Just put it in the spots you think it belongs, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end, so you can use it as a reference. Screenshot. Lower opacity. Smudge out all the highlights using the hair smudging brush. Add a layer. Set it to multiply. Clip the layer. Use the soft shade brush. Put shading on the hair behind it, where the hair in front makes a shadow. Add details in the back of the hair, so it doesn't look like a block. What I mean is make some thin lines that make the hair look like hair. You can thicken the lines if you want, but don't overdo it. When you're done, add one big shadow under the head. Then lower the opacity. I end up lowering it to 63%, but you can do whatever opacity seems good to you. Add a layer. Use dip pen, hard, and select the color of the hair. Make small hair strands. Since we added shading and highlights, just select whatever the color of the hair might be. Don't overdo it, if not it'll look messy. Just add it in places that look like it needs some. If it doesn't need anything, then just leave it alone. Add a layer. Set it to add. Select the hair color and use hair strands brush. Here's the QR code. As you can see here, I'm adding highlights. The sides should be thicker than the middle part. That's the only way I know how to explain it. I'll show you what it looks like after, and you can try to copy it. Turn on your force fade and change the size every time. Other than that, I don't know how I can help you do this part. BC, I'm not very well at explaining things. But if you follow what I said, you should be just fine. And the lines in the middle should be extra thin. Basically, I'm just going up and down with my brush finger or whatever you use. Now just smudge the bottom of the highlights. Use felt tip pen hard. I used pen fade at first, but then I switched to felt tip pen hard almost immediately after. Add a layer. Put it on. Add. Use hair strands brush and go over the top of the hair. Use airbrush, add and go over the places you outlined. Use hair strands brush. Add small curls at the ends or like wavy hair. When you're done, at a layer, put it on, add and use Gab's hair highlight. Just go over the top of the hair, where all the light is. Lower the opacity to 31%, add a layer, put it on, multiply and go over the hair on the bottom. Lower the opacity to 37%, add a layer, put it on, add. We can use that layer later, but go back to the layer with the light on top. Add more light on the side, then go back to the layer you added and follow what I do. Hide all the layers. Use bucket tool erase and erase the background. This is what it looks like when you're finished. The reason you were supposed to remove the background was so that when you're editing you can import it as an overlay and import whatever background you'd like. Thank you, 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 thank you for the 1,000 subs. And I'm sorry for the long wait, but thank you so much. I hope you liked the tutorial.